Hello friend, myself Professor K.S. Bankar, and today I'm going to start the topic of casting defect. Casting defect is the defect different type of defects which can be produced because of some improper design of mold, improper venting system, insufficient temperature, and uneven thicknesses of mold, improper getting design. So these are some problems and due to which some defects occur, and that defects are generally known as casting defect. Okay, so that are blow or gas holes, misrun, cold shut, mismatch defect, drop defect, wash, scar and blisters, hot tear, sponginess, scab, swell, buckle, and red tail. So here one by one we will gone through these defects. So first is blow and blow holes. Okay, these two defects, blow and blow hole or gas holes. So these defects are produced because of some gases are evolved when molten metal insert into the mold or into the cavity. So some gases are evolved, and if there is a no space to escape these gases, so at that time that evolved gases are bind or trapped inside the mold cavity, and after solidifications these gases generated the defect or generated some hole inside the casting product, and that defect are generally known as blow and blow holes. And reason to create these blow and blow holes are improper venting system of casting design. So remedies to eliminate this defect, so if you have to create a proper venting system. So through that venting system, your whatever gases are evolved, that can be easily escaped from the mold, or permeability should be a good. So if permeability of sand is good, then gases are easily escape from the mold because of that good permeability mold. So remedies of this sand is this defect is proper venting system and good permeability. Then mishran. Next defect is mishran. So when molten metal is entered into the mold, then it will solidify before reaching its final place. So your molten metal path will be solidified before reaching its final place. So this defect is called mishran, because your molten metal path will not reach to the final position. So before these final positions, it will be solidified over here. So here some gap is there. So this type of defect is generated, and this type of defect is known as mishran. Another defect is cold shut. In cold shut defect, what happen? A two stream of molten metal will solidify before reaching its final place. So this here see in this figure, two molten path, one and here two. So these two molten path will be solidified before meeting its final position. So before both the path meet, it will solidify. So that defect is known as cold shut. And this both the defect mishran and cold shut are generally caused because of some improper mold design or insufficient molten metal temperature. So to eliminate these both defect, the temperature of molten metal should be enough and the proper design of mold. Next defect is mismatch. In mismatch defect, if the cop and drag mold will not be in proper positions, then defect is generated. That is called mismatch defect. And suppose core is displaced from its position, at that time defect is generated, and this type of defect is known as mismatch. And to eliminate this, you have in mold cop and drag mold, proper locking positions should be there. Next is drop defect. In drop defect, what happens? Some sand is destroyed from the mold and it will be entered into the cavity. So due to this destroy of some small portion of sand, your metal will be penetrate into that small segment, and that's why the surface of the casting product is not a straight. So this defect is called drop defect. And two, and reason of drop defect is very low strength of sand mold or uneven ramming pressure during the making of mold. Next defect is wash. So wash defect is generally created or occurred because of very high or the molten metal velocity is very high. So due to very high velocity of molten metal, sand portions will be eroded and some spaces are generated, and into that space your molten metal will enter, and that's why this type of portion will be generated, is called wash defect. And to avoid this, to eliminate this wash defect, you have to create a proper getting design, so that if the getting design is proper, then the velocity of molten metal will reduce, and if it is reduced, then it will not try to erode your sand material. Okay, then scar and blister. So scar and blister is a defect in which small type of closed hole or some open hole are generated on the surface of casting, and this is also due to the low permeability of mold. So to eliminate this, your permeability of sand mold should be good, so that whatever gases are developed or evolved, that can be easily escaped. So venting system should be a good. Now hot tears. Generally hot tears are produced because of uneven temperature at different corner zones. So here, due to uneven temperature, some cracks are developed. Okay, and that defect is known as hot tear, and this is also happened due to the uneven temperature at different zones. So you can generally eliminate due to some different types of chilling system. Sponginess is also the defect in which very small porosity or very small holes or bubbles type of very small diameter hole are generated on the periphery of casting product, and that is known as sponginess, and it is also due to the low permeability of sand mold, also a very low strength of sand mold. Next is scab. Scab defects are generally resemble with the drop defect. In drop defect, some small portion of the sand mold is destroyed, and some due to that destroyed sand, your molten metal will penetrate into that particular segment, and in scab defect, large portion of sand will be destroyed, and that's why into that particular portion, your molten metal will penetrate, and that's why your casting is not a casting product having not a straight line. Okay, in that destroyed portion, your molten metal will penetrate, and that defect is known as scab defect. And causing of scab defect is what? A lower strength of sand mold or improper ramming pressure. So to eliminate this defect, the strength of mold should be enough, so that you have to add proper binder into sand mold, as well as during ramming you have to apply some proper ramming pressure. That's why your sand particle or sand portion will not be destroyed. So this is scab defect. Next one is swell defect. So swell defect generally occurs on the vertical faces of mold casting product. So here on the vertical defect, some swelling effect is that, and this defect is produced due to the very high metallostatic pressures. Due to the molten metal pressure, your sand mold is collapsed, or it is just pressed because of these metallostatic pressures. Okay, and this is happen due to the low strength of sand mold or uneven ramming pressure. So to eliminate these, your sand mold should have a good strength, as well as ramming pressure should be a good. So the vertical faces can withstand the metallostatic pressure, and it will not collapse, or it cannot be pressed. That's why to eliminate this swell defect, your sand mold should have enough strength, as well as ramming pressure must be there during the making of mold. Buckle and red tail defect. The next defect is buckle and red tail. So these two defects are produced because of very high temperature of molten metal, and due to this very high temperature of molten metal, the sand will expand on upside and downside. Both the sides, sand will expand, and due to the expansion of sand, it will penetrate into the cavity like this. It will be penetrate into this in this way, so that this type of defects can be occurred. To eliminate this defect, the temperature of molten metal should be enough, or proper temperature is there, as well as the strength of mold, sand mold should be good, and some permeability of the sand should also be good, so that if some due to some temperature